four-team matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Condors of Buenos Aires taking on the Orbits of San Antonio. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to Stevenson on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. When you look at this defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Jones looking to change the play. Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing, Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this down to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones. Off play action. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. 1st and goal. A chance to convert that early turnover into points. Operating from the gun. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some...
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run once more with Stevenson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Jones going to change it up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This time. The slot man in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Man in motion is Agnew. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Room here to run. Down to the 10. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I'll
think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Steps away to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Checking this down to Stevenson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Jones off the play fake. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Addison hauls it in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jones. Off play action. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Quickly to Addison here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Condors are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Purdy. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Purdy. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another San Antonio first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew, his first touchdown on the year. And the Orbits are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Purdy to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
128 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Condors extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They put up their goal to begin.
Yeah, first off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should have bet.